good to see you. I'm going to walk you through what we are doing today and the directions. It involves a pretty large writing assignment, but you should definitely stay tuned. You don't want to miss any of my directions. So let's flip through today. This is where you are watching your video lesson. And when we get to the agenda, first things first, did you turn in your Act 1 reading guide? It was due last time, so turn it in now for late credit. Number 2, only applies to the people that I am with in this room. Number 3, we are going to begin organizing for a writing prompt. It is short, it's a pair, it is not a full-length essay. We will write a full-length comparison and contrast essay over Romeo and Juliet at the end. Right now, we're just doing a short piece over characterization. So today we're going to look at the prompt sheet and we're going to look at the organizer, and the organizer is due at midnight. You will write this actual assignment next Monday/Tuesday in class. So if we are on a split schedule, you will write at home. This is past me recording this video. Future me doesn't know if we will still have split schedule or not, but you probably know by now. So regardless of if we're split schedule or not, the writing will take place on Monday and Tuesday. So let's go ahead and open up the prompt sheet and see what you're going to be writing about. In a well-developed pair, choose one character in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet to characterize. You will pick one adjective from the list provided to describe your character. Support your findings through 2 pieces of evidence. Your writing should lead up to the response, answering the question, how will this trait affect the character throughout the play? Now, this is kind of you predicting. You don't know yet. You can probably guess, but it's your prediction. It might be true or it might be untrue. So if we scroll down, what we will see is that on the second page, we have a list of challenging character trait words. You need to pick from this list and think of the character that you understand the most in Act 1, and you're going to write about that character. Some really popular choices who have enough to say to work with are obviously going to be Romeo, Juliet, Benvolio, Tybalt. Interestingly enough, he doesn't show up until the end, but there's enough to say. The nurse, maybe, but you're going to pick a character that you can find evidence from in Act 1. If you have read ahead, you're welcome to pick evidence from ahead, but most of you haven't. And you should only be picking the evidence that we've already covered in class. So you're going to pick an adjective and find 2 pieces of evidence that support how that character shows that character trait. Underneath the prompt, it tells you that the length requirements, typically about 1 to 2 pages for a pair. 1.5 is ideal. Nothing after 2 pages will be graded. And then I give you a whole bunch of tips on how to cite Shakespeare. Citing Shakespeare is different than citing anything else. So you're going to read through really carefully when you are citing, and this will help you figure that out. So now that you know what the prompt is and your task, you're going to flip over to the organizer. This is what is due today at midnight, is your organization of your thoughts for this pair. We scroll down, it talks about the split schedule issue, and it gives you this handy dandy organizer for you to put your thoughts in. So who's the title? What's the author? What's the genre? Who's your character? How are you going to describe that character? And can you define that character trait? I often find that sometimes students pick big words that they think look good, but they don't fit the character. So be sure that you know how to define it. You're just going to go ahead and pick your 2 quotes, and you're going to cite them right here. And then you're going to cite the second one right there. In between each piece of evidence, just write a few words. It doesn't need to be in full sentences yet, about how or why that example proved the trait that you picked. Tie it back together, just a couple of ideas. So when you pull this out to actually write your pair, all of your ideas are right there on the page. So this does not need to be in full sentences except for the quotes. Response, how will this trait affect the character throughout the play? Again, that was straight from the prompt to make sure that you're answering all the parts of the prompt right there. So this organizer is due tonight at midnight. It shouldn't take you too long to finish, but be sure that you complete all of it. It will make your writing process so smooth when you come to write that pair on Monday, Tuesday. All right, so that is your task. These reminders right here are just for the actual writing step, not the planning step. It's just there for you to remember. All right, so good luck. Get these thoughts and these organizers turned in by midnight. Email me if you have any questions. You should be citing from the Shakespeare side of the book. All right, bye.